Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program is brought to you by Safety Systems. Security needs, alarm systems, cameras, lights, all controlled by the touch of a button. Entertainment needs, top quality video options, professional lighting, theater quality sound. Security, entertainment, whatever your need, call Safety Systems. They do them both. They do them both well. VFL JJ Surlis is the guy to call. SafetySystems.com. All right. This is our second guesses segment, and we're going to talk about the quarterback situation. We're back with Bob, Jimmy, Chuck. Just let me get this one out of the way. Did everyone here agree with their decision to not play Brian Maurer yesterday?
Yes.
I did. I was surprised, but I did.
Yes.
Ditto on both.
Yeah, it was like my Vulture teammate said,
Yeah.
Rub a little dirt on it and put him out there.
Yeah.
So I thought he would play.
Yeah.
But,
I thought Pruitt would have
but
played.
I agreed with it.
And plus you heard he was cleared from what they
Yes.
said, but I thought it was like concussion avoidance protocol.
Yeah, I thought it was smart.
Yeah.
I thought I was surprised. I thought it was smart, though. You didn't need him, as it turned out. I'm
Right.
sure they had him there, break glass in case of emergency, but you didn't need him, and now you've gotten him another week away from his concussion before you play the last 3 games. So kudos on that. Now, let me put up a graphic here showing you who did play and how. Tennessee started J.T. Shrout. He ran 3 plays, 1 pass, and he was lifted. Pruitt said after the game that if he hadn't thrown the ball back across his body all the way across the field, he might have stayed in the game. All right, so they yanked him for the pass. Then Garantano comes in, plays the rest of the first half, throws an interception in the end zone off his back foot, gets yelled at, and then second half, Shrout starts. He gets 1 series, throws a ball that could have been intercepted, and they go back to Garantano for the rest of the third and start of the fourth, and then Shrout came in for the final 10 minutes once the thing was out of reach. Thoughts on the way they used their quarterbacks?
I didn't like it. I kind of thought that the first quarter you pull Shrout because of that bad pass. Okay, maybe I see that. But then you go to the second half, you've got the game under control. You're going to have to let him make some mistakes and grow up a little bit, and I think that quick hook just doesn't help him whatsoever as far as developing. First half, maybe. The second half, no, you should have let him came back out and played another series, I thought.
I didn't know why they pulled him after the first series of the second half.
I'm assuming. I just know that there was one that looked kind of iffy there, and then he went away again.
Yeah, he did.
And the fact that Pruitt confirmed after the game the first one, I thought, well, that probably is what they did the second time.
Right, and I guess a part of their feeling is that just Garantano's just better coming off the bench, whether it's the start of the game or start of the second half. And maybe that's it. I don't know, but I was a little bit surprised at the quarterback rotation.
And it's almost like he's the reliever now instead of the starter. And didn't anybody else think that Garantano or Jarentano, however they were saying it? I mean, if you think back to Happy Gilmore, Chubbs had the hand like that. I would question maybe even playing him as much as they did with the way his hand was, just like that 6 days after surgery. And then you sprinkled in Jennings some. So that helped, but it's musical chairs. It's musical chairs.
Another touchdown for Jennings and the Wildcat down there inside the goal line.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I wonder about if they are getting into a situation where, all right, you make a bad pass and pulling you and we're going to somebody else. I don't think that's good. Now, again, we know that's what happened with the first one because Pruitt said it. I can assume that's what happened in the second half. I don't know. Maybe they intended to start the Shrout in the second half all along, but it was after Garantano's interception. So
Right.
I just wonder, that is not the way I would want to rotate my quarterbacks based on you better not make a mistake.
I don't think you want to rotate any player like that. I think if you're coaching to where if it's an offensive lineman or a linebacker or say, if you make a mistake, we're going to pull you out and then we'll put you back in 20 minutes later. I don't like that style of coaching.
Tennessee's offensive coordinator, Jim Chaney's a colorful personality. He likes to use colorful words. And he used some colorful words that could be heard after Garantano's interception. So I think that probably is the reason Shrout started the second half.
There you go. The other interesting thing in terms of we want to bring him in off the bench, I don't think that the idea is just play a guy 3 plays and then I don't think that's silly.
Well,
So I think it is about the mistakes the decisions Shrout's making, because if you're saying, well, he's better off the bench and it's 1 minute into the game, is that really coming off the bench at that point? That just seems kind of odd.
But you're playing a quarterback in the shotgun that can't even clap his hands.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and what happens when you go on the road and the communication can be tougher and you have a mistake happen? That's where it can be Katie bar the door there.
Well, this is going to be a very interesting week leading up to Kentucky. Is it Maurer? Is it Shrout? Is it Garantano? Is it Jared Dano as the announcer? All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about Tennessee's trip to Kentucky. We'll look at Kentucky. Is there reason to fear the Wildcats? Come on back. We'll discuss.